past is not static. This is one
Yeah.
of the reasons why it is so volatile politically, is because it is not static. And this is why those social coalitions have changed over time, which is why I set up by saying, well, actually, Ambedkar only really becomes a public figure, though he was always central in the mid 80s when Kanchi Ram founds the BSP, right, and reminds the
Hmm.
country of this kind of very dubious pact which took place between Gandhi and Ambedkar. So the past is important because right from the beginning of the 20th century, our politics has been conducted in the historical register. If you look at all our political ideologues, whether it is Savarkar, whether it is Nehru, whether it is even Iqbal, whether it is Ambedkar himself, they all write histories. So the way Indians tend to communicate political visions is through the historical register, which is why these things are debatable. And this is why they become, as it were, part of a living conversation, like now that you can change your. But I
Sure.
think Nilanjan makes a fantastic point that one of the problems that actually the BJP has had is that its own pantheon has a very thin history. Its own ideologues do not really belong to the mainstay of the nationalist movement. And they have been hard at work, at least in the last 20 years, I would say. I don't think it's a phenomenon that goes further down. In the last 20 years, the BJP has been trying to kind of, appropriate all sorts of figures into its fold. But as these debates are showing that this is
Okay.
not a monopoly, and people, this will tell us what the, in fact, it's telling us what the weather is, what is the temperature on that debate, and where things might be going. So I don't dismiss this at all.